Hello everyone, welcome to Zunda Otaku News. Today's topic is a bit intense. A post saying, AI artists should just go extinct, somehow gathered an incredible 300,000 likes on Japan's X.
It's like saying, if you secretly think AI artists should go extinct, give it a like.
One reason behind the support for such extreme statements is the change in X's platform, where now you can't see who liked a post. This anonymity makes it easier for people to agree with bold opinions.
In Japan's illustrator community, openly expressing a stance on AI often leads to backlash from those with opposing views, so the response this time, with the anonymity factor, is interesting.
Exactly. This post has already been viewed 13.4 million times. According to Data Reportal, Japan had about 51.8 million monthly X users in 2023. This is an estimate based on ad reach, but it gives us a rough idea of the active user base.
Unfortunately, X's analytics don't show reach per unique account, so it's hard to gauge exactly how big this number really is.
For example, a post by former Prime Minister Kishida, celebrating Japan's 500th Summer Olympic medal, got 7.08 million impressions and 29,000 likes. This comparison really shows how much attention this recent post has grabbed among Japanese users.
Alright, let's summarize the background behind this post's popularity and other related movements.
Recently, AI art has been getting a lot of attention, and its impact is huge. AI creates new art by learning from a massive number of artworks online, but for artists, this is a major issue.
For example, the data used to generate AI art includes works created by hundreds, even thousands, of artists who put in time and effort. Using their art to make new works feels like it's taking away from their creativity and hard work.
In fact, there's an ongoing lawsuit in the US over AI art. Artists are suing, claiming that using their works as training data for AI without permission is copyright infringement. People are watching closely to see how this ruling might affect future AI use.
Speaking of which, AI tools like Stable Diffusion and Midjourney also base their creations on existing art, allowing them to imitate specific styles and techniques. But there's ongoing debate about whether this is legal or ethically sound.
While this technology is convenient, creators feel that their identity and careers are being put at risk. There's a concern that with the rise of AI art, the unique value of human-made art might be lost.
On ArtStation, for example, artists have rallied under the slogan "No to AI art" to push back against AI art. This movement started from a fear that human-created works might get buried as AI-generated content floods the platform.
ArtStation is an important platform for digital art, but creators feel that AI entering the art world lowers the value of artists' work.
Exactly. Epic Games, ArtStation's parent company, says they don't have specific business deals around AI, but many worry that the increase in AI could shift the overall value of the community.
And then, there was that backlash against Wacom for using AI-generated images in their ads. Wacom is known as a major pen tablet maker, but using AI art in ads made a lot of creators feel betrayed.
When companies choose AI-generated works over those made by real creators, they risk losing artists' support. It's easy to imagine how shocking and disheartening this can be for artists.
One reason this post gathered over 300,000 likes, I believe, is because likes are now hidden.
That's true. On social media, people often hold back from sharing their true thoughts because they're afraid of leaving comments with their real name or publicly. But with anonymity, or when things are hidden, it's easier to share how you really feel.
Lately, especially in Japan, expressing a stance on AI often leads to backlash from opposing groups. It's become chaotic, especially when people misunderstand or overlook the context.
In this kind of atmosphere, it's understandable that people avoid the risk of openly showing their stance. Unfortunately, this seems to create a vicious cycle, deepening the divide between groups.
Not everyone who liked the post necessarily thinks AI artists should go extinct, but the anonymity seems to bring out people's true feelings.
On X, especially when it comes to AI in the illustration world, there's a lot of conflict and gloomy discussions. Isn't there any good news?
This year, 3 people were awarded the Nobel Prize for their work in AI. Let's touch on the basics of the Nobel Prize in physics. The human brain is made up of neurons, and artificial neural networks are modeled after this concept. However, artificial neural networks have several challenges, such as needing vast amounts of reference data, being hard to explain in terms of output, and issues like overfitting and biases in the training data. One of the most significant contributions to this year's Nobel Prize in Physics is the establishment of backpropagation. Backpropagation calculates the error between the network's predicted output and the correct data, adjusting the weights in each layer of the network. In other words, the error in output is sent backward to the input layer, fine-tuning the network for greater accuracy.
Sorry, but I have no idea what you mean. Could you explain it a bit more clearly?
Let's imagine a scenario where we want the network to accurately identify a cat in an image. When a cat image is input, the neural network calculates the likelihood of cat versus not a cat. If accuracy is low, the network might output a 60% or 50% likelihood of cat, leading to a large error. So, how can it better recognize cats? Important features like the shape of the ears, eye position, and whether scales are present all have different levels of importance, or weights. However, updating weights from the first, input adjacent layer can affect later stages, making calculations quite complex and inefficient. With backpropagation, we adjust parameters that impact the output, repeating this process from the output layer back to the input layer.
By adjusting backwards from the output side, they reduced the number of affected parameters, lowering the overall amount of calculations.
Today, we kept the explanation simple for clarity. The 2024 Nobel Prize in Physics celebrates the development of backpropagation, which has driven the advancement of deep learning. Some of these deep learning technologies are already in use. Recently, a feature called Apple Intelligence was introduced, in English only, offering personalized AI functions on iPhones and iPads that adapt to each user.
Looks like it'll start in Japan in 2025. I'm looking forward to it.
I'm excited to see how AI will make life more convenient. Hopefully, with AI advancements, work hours will be cut in half, leaving us with more time for hobbies. When it comes to Japanese illustration, in May 2023, Pixiv issued a statement addressing issues related to AI-generated works. This statement mentioned that they would tackle several problems caused by AI-generated art.
By the way, Pixiv is a popular Japan-based online platform where artists and illustration enthusiasts can post and share their work, featuring illustrations, manga, 3D art, and attracting creators from all around the world.
The statement highlighted 3 main issues. First, certain creators might suffer disadvantages. Second, some works are collected without permission through programs or other means. And third, AI-generated works appear even to users who don't want to see them. To address these issues, Pixiv has implemented several measures. They first decided to update their terms of use and guidelines to prohibit posts that imitate the style of specific creators. Additionally, they are introducing a new monitoring system to identify misuse of AI technology and actions that violate others' rights. Technical measures will also be strengthened to prevent the unfair collection of works.
Reactions from users have been mixed. Some users appreciated that Pixiv took a clear stance to protect creators' rights, seeing it as a positive step in safeguarding artists. However, some users who want to leverage AI technology expressed concern, worrying that the new regulations might limit their creative freedom. For those interested in AI art, the measures may feel somewhat restrictive.
As AI technology advances, platforms like Pixiv are facing challenges in how to address these issues. This will be an interesting topic to watch going forward. Alright then, bye-bye.